Meanwhile, follow-up negotiations on South Korea's trade deal with the United States are continuing, though key differences remain unresolved. The two sides remain far apart on how to manage and distribute profits from South Korea's promised $350 billion investment fund, while Seoul stresses it will not rush into any deal that undermines its national interest. Our Byeon Ye-young reports.
Trade talks between South Korea and the U.S. are set to continue as Trade Minister Yeo Han-koo leaves for the U.S. on Monday to meet with the United States Trade Representative Jamieson Greer. Industry Minister Kim Jung-kwan returned home the previous day after follow-up discussions with U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick on the trade agreement reached in July. Under that deal, the U.S. had agreed to cut reciprocal tariffs from 25% to 15% in exchange for Seoul pledging investment worth $350 billion. But follow-up talks have proven difficult. U.S. officials are demanding that Korea increase the share of direct investment, allow Washington to select where the funds are invested, and concede 90% of the profits to the United States. For Seoul, such terms are seen as unfair. The presidential office has reiterated that no hasty decision will be made at the expense of the nation's interest.
The president has previously described Korea's stance as defensive. We are conducting negotiations with the aim of protecting national interests to the fullest.
The presidential office also explained that the negotiations are not aimed at a single fixed goal, but involve both sides presenting new conditions in search of balance, making the talks highly variable. Japan, a key rival in automobiles, struck a deal with Washington in early September, adding pressure on Seoul. Tokyo agreed to invest $550 billion under terms set by the U.S., including project selection and a 90% profit share. In return, tariffs on Japanese cars fall to 15% from September 16th, putting Korean exporters at a disadvantage. With the talks at a standstill, attention now turns to President Lee Jae-myung's upcoming trip to the UN General Assembly in New York later this month, which could provide another opportunity for another summit with President Trump. Byeon Ye-young, ArirangNews.